Hello, my name is Tristan Earl. I am a student here at Grand Canyon University. I am doing a video for parent, guardian, and student involvement, referrals, evaluations, eligibility, and components of IEPs. So to begin with, parent slash guardian student involvement. This is highly encouraged in every meeting that any type of IEP is discussed. Parents should always try to give their input all the time in these meetings so that they are, feeling that their involvement is there and that the team members are also respecting their involvement and respecting their opinions of how their child should be discussed in the IEP, and that the education that they are being instructed and provided for is appropriate for what they deem necessary. For student involvement, I think that is incredibly important to have the student involved in as much as they possibly can be involved, depending on the disability. During the transitions periods that each student goes through over their course of their education, whether it be from not being in school, not being in school into kindergarten, and from kindergarten to middle school into high school, and high school out of their education. So I think all those transitions are very vital and important to each aspect of the child's education and involvement in the IEP process. In terms of the referral, so teachers and observationists are required to do observations and gather information on all these students with disabilities so that they can give a proper evaluation in order to make sure that the client or student is given the appropriate education based off of their own evaluations. This could be from observations, testing, so on and so forth. So this referral process is very important in order to make sure that the client is given everything possible to be successful in their least restrictive environment. In terms of evaluation, like I said previously, this could mean test scores, this can mean observations, and a lot of different gatherings, or just a lot of different meetings one-on-one with a school psychologist or a teacher. So I think all these evaluation processes are very vital and important to make sure that the student is given as much of a chance at a successful education as possible. For eligibility, in terms of idea, it's more of a component that is very specific to the diagnosis of the special education category, whether it be dyslexia or autism or a hearing impairment or visual impairment. These types of categories are very important to understanding what type of education that they are going to need and what kind of services they're going to need. Components of the IEP. The IEP is the individualized educational plan. This is the whole entire reason for special education because it is the most important part. An individualized education plan is specific and very much tailored to the child with the disability so that they are given the education that is only to them. So each child in special education has their own IEP when necessary. This could be a progress report that is updated yearly, quarterly, at any point during the school year, as long as their behavior and their education plan is being met to the standards that they're assuming it to be met at that particular time. So thank you for listening to my submission. Hope you guys enjoy.